Good morning, class. I was just going to talk to you a little bit about measuring angles. And today's lesson, we're going to look at measuring angles using a protractor. So in this image, this is what a protractor looks like. If you notice at the very bottom, there is a little dot and there's a flat line right here at the very bottom. This is kind of like your baseline, okay? And there's also on a protractor from 0 to 180, that's half of a circle, okay? So 180 degrees is a straight line, which is equivalent to half of a circle. So do you see the way it opens up right here? At the very top, you have a 0 right here. Okay, and you also have a 0 on the other side, okay? So from 0, if you look on the outside, it just depends on which angle or which way the angle is opening up. So in this case, I drew an angle right here for you in blue. You always start at the 0. Don't start, I'm going to cross out this 180. Don't start at 180 because you don't start counting at 180. You start at the 0. Okay, so I always start at the 0 and I count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so this angle would be 60 degrees and it would be an acute angle. Okay, let's try the other direction. So what if I have an angle that's opening up on the other side with the 0 over here? Oops, I have highlighter. Let me get the pen out. Okay, so if I have it on this side and it's opening up at 0, remember, you're not going to start counting at 180. You always start at the 0. That's your baseline. Okay, so that's your straight angle. Do you notice also how the angle goes all the way from 0? It goes to the corner, which is your vertex, and all the way up. Okay, so again, I'm going to start counting by tens, and I start at the 0. Okay, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Sorry, my line got kind of messed up there because I'm drawing with my finger. So this angle would be 80 degrees. And you notice how I did not look at this outside number line this time, okay? I went to the inside because you need to start at the 0, okay? That's probably the most important thing that you need to remember when you're measuring angles because kiddos will get confused. Sometimes they'll see this spot right here and they'll say 100, but they're starting at the 180. Okay, so you just remember that it's from 0 to 80. That's which way your angle is opening up. Think of it like an alligator mouth. Okay, so I'm drawing a little teeth. So think of it like a little alligator mouth, the which way it's opening up. So it would be starting at this 0 on the right hand side. From 0 to 80 would be an 80-degree angle, which would be acute. Okay, let's try another example. And I can already see by the way this angle is opening up, it's pretty big, right? And remember, I'm starting at my 0, which is on the inside numbers. So those are the numbers I'm going to look at, are the inside numbers. So I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. But I can't count by tens anymore because if I go to 140, that little line is not on there. So now it's just like a number line, so it'd be 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135. So this angle will be 135 degrees, okay? So you're just going to start counting by 1, so this angle would be obtuse. Okay, and again, I'm looking at the inside numbers, not the outside numbers, because I didn't need those numbers, because they started counting at 180, and I need to start at the 0. Okay, friends, this problem is a little bit different on my protractor. Do you notice that my bottom ray does not start at the 0? Okay, so that's different than everything that all the other problems that we've been looking at. Everything else usually starts at the 0. Okay, so this time, since our ray is not lined up at the 0, all we're going to do is count in between. Okay, you can count by 1s, you can count by 5s, you could count by 10s. Right now it would be easier to count by 10 since my ray is already lined up with the 20. Okay, And I'm not going to start by saying 21, 22. Remember, this is kind of like you're starting from 0 again. So I'm going to start counting by tens. I'm going to say 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay? So in this angle, it would be opening up into 40 degrees. Okay, so that's how much is in between my two rays here. So this would be a 40-degree angle. Now what if I have, I'm going to try to erase this one. And I'm going to leave that side at 20. Now what if it's in between, right there. Let's try to count that one to see if we can see how to measure this angle. So again, I'm going to start at my 20 and I'm going to start counting by tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So now that I have 40, I'm going to start counting by ones because it's not directly at a whole number as far as like 60, 70. It's not counting by tens anymore. So let's say 41, 42. So this time my angle would be opening up into 42 degrees, and it would be an acute angle. Okay, I hope this helps you guys. Okay, let me know if you need any help. Just text me on Hangouts, or you can message me through Seesaw, whatever's easier for you guys. Okay, miss you guys. Bye.